Hey guys. Waiting for people to show up. I'm way down here. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, I can't see your comments because I'm in the wrong view. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Dave. I'm trying to find something to stick behind my camera. It's not gonna work. Hey, I just wanted to come on and tell you guys I'm fixing to drop a video. I think it's about done uploading and processing. It's a preview to an audit for a complete complaint audit. Glad to have you with us, Dave. Who else is out there? Everybody chime in. Yeah, I look like hell. Yeah, the humidity has not treated me well today. Uh, I'm having a bad hair day. Well, I don't care. Hey, Savage. Okay, so basically, here in a few minutes, all I'm going to have to do is set a video to public. And it's a short video, but it's a preview, uh, letting you know what I've been working on for actually about 6 weeks. I mean, yeah, about 6 weeks. Yeah, I started out about the first week of January trying to get my local law enforcement in compliance with a complaint audit form, or I'm sorry, a complaint form. I've been doing the audit trying to get them in compliance. Yeah, yeah, there's more to the story. They are dragging their ass. They got right on the ball trying to get in compliance, but the forms they came up with were rehashed forms, and I've already said this in a live before that they are rehashing old shit they brought up from like 2000 maybe. There was one indication of a form that came up maybe in 2010, 2013, somewhere in that era that they dug up, still not in compliance. They still want to investigate all of your prior history. And you know what? I'll tell you what. Yeah, I've got my computer going. Yeah, slow popo. Hey man, the weather's not beautiful here, but it is actually. I mean, I'm just wearing a windbreaker, uh, and it's not even windy. Yeah, it's comfortable. But enough about the weather. Uh, I'm just gonna step in here for a minute. Give me a minute. I'm gonna go set it to public, and that way you guys can see what I got going, and then I'll be right back. So enjoy dead air and amuse yourselves with all your commentary while I get back. Tell everybody I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I'm back. Um, you're all gonna disappear. I just dropped the video, and it's nothing ground shaking, but it is letting you know what I'm working on, and it's just a man on the street, and you guys can disappear and go check that out real quick, and come back. But let me know. Do I need to redrop live? Do we want to go live? I don't know if we want to go live. We may want to talk about this. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know how many of you have the capability of going and checking out a video while you're still on live. You should have gotten a notification. Let me know if you didn't get a notification. I mean, it may take 2 minutes. Everybody who's got a beverage, I don't care if it's orange juice, milk, or chocolate milk, or hey, here's to our rights. I'll toast that. Ready? Yeah, it's a little late for coffee. I actually put coffee on hold. I've got a little bit of a high blood pressure problem, and I had to cut myself down. I only drink coffee a couple times a week now. Really sucks because I love coffee. I used to drink coffee like 2 pots a day, and I would finish my second pot about 5 o'clock and switch to beer. Well, I would drink water in between, but yeah. Ah, Dave, you still on call? Well, I hope you do an important job. Even if it's not important, it's respectable that you're on call and you're staying sober. Haha. Wow, we have a very vocal person here. Dave, you are like on fire. Oh, the railroad. Hey, where's a railroad office I can go audit near San Jacinto County, Texas? I got somebody that says they're gonna help me do that audit, but I'm not sure it's the right office. I got challenged a long time ago. Last year, I got challenged that I didn't have the balls to go audit the railroad. Well, that would be one of the things that you uh, people do for us auditors that is very much appreciated. Intel gathering. Sorry about the loud truck. Intel gathering is one of the things you guys do. Yeah, I know they can be tough. That doesn't mean I don't have the balls to do it. Which is, who was it? It may or may not have been no comments that said that I didn't have the balls to do it, but it was in one of those exchanges where a couple of trolls were. I think I made a comment on PNP News when he was doing the railroad, and he did another video where he highlighted somebody doing the railroad that got hemmed up a little bit. I don't think they were actually arrested, but they got detained. And I made a comment on one of the videos, and somebody said, "Oh, you don't have the balls to do it." Like, challenge accepted. It's just a matter of finding an office worthwhile of doing. I've got basically one railroad running through here, and There's another one not too far away that does a lot of pipeline work, and those would be the ones of interest. Where their office is, I don't know. Where they have an officer located, like could they get one there within an hour? I mean, I'm only going to spend about an hour on an audit. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to find the proper place. One of those guys. Yeah, it's hard to find the proper place. I mean, there's depots where they do drop off materials and stuff, but that doesn't mean they're going to have railroad police that are going to come out and challenge me. Or am I going to have to wait 2.5 hours for them to show up? And I'm not going to hang out for 2.5 hours. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, I'm still working on it. The San Jacinto County Sheriff's Department has tried several different attempts to satisfy me as to a complaint audit or a complaint form, and uh, I will package all of that photographs of the forms. Yeah, that's all coming. That's all coming. Uh, I'm gonna package the forms in a photo that you can actually read, and I'm hoping to get the finality of it so I can put it into the entire story with a conclusion. Now, if there's not a conclusion in like the next week, you get what you get. What you see is what you get, and that just means that they're not doing their job. Yeah, I've been stopping by there 2 3 times a week, and the latest thing they've got me is what they put out like in my like fourth week of investigation, so 2 weeks ago, and they still have the same thing, and they still have them behind the glass. You have to go up and go, excuse me, do you have any complaint forms? Oh, they're behind the glass. Oh, this is the same thing I got 2 weeks ago. Yeah, still not compliant. I feel like just taking all their forms, like, can you go ahead and hand me all those, and then taking a marks a lot and redacting all of the unnecessary information. But I almost think that like I should get like News Now Patrick to do that because that's very annoying. But you know what? It would almost fit in. Hey, Christy Stewart, you don't need $200 to get a camera. You can get the same thing that News Now Houston and I use. Yeah, the PNP, the Canon Vixia, you can get for a little north of $100, and the 400, 500, 600, they're all about the same, and they're very easy, user friendly, easy to set up, and they have touchscreen, they have HD. Now, I don't know why anybody would need Wi-Fi on their camera, but there are also, like as opposed to the Canon Vixia 400, there is the like 42 or something like that that has Wi-Fi. I guess you can remotely control the zoom and stuff like that if you wanted to set it up on a tripod. And then not only that, you can download the video uh, wirelessly through what I mean. If you had your camera set to a Wi-Fi hotspot, your phone, I mean, set to a Wi-Fi hotspot, you could actually probably go live or instantly download as soon as you're done filming. the Canon and the Sony are badass, and you don't need an iPad to do um, video editing. You know, there's generic video editing software out there. Yeah, make sure you get a good high speed SD card. For most of the HD, you have to have a there's a speed rating on the SD cards. Most of them you see have a 4. There's a little like recycle arrow around a number, and it's usually a 4. Get the one that has a 10, because I had one that had a 4 when I first started out. When I was doing still pictures, it was great. I could get thousands of pictures on it. But when I started doing video that lasted longer than a minute, the 4 speed inhibited my ability to edit. It got choppy, where the audio was broken up and the video was broken up. The 10 speed, no problems. No problems whatsoever. Get a high quality SD card if you're going to do this. Yeah, I got a 64 gig for $30 at Walmart. Oh, I'm sorry. I got two 35 gig, something like that, 32 gig for $30. Any GoPro is good, but you need a main cam. Yeah, yeah. Any backup cameras you can get, do that. It doesn't matter how fast, how good. Get any backup cameras you can. I got a backup camera for my dash cam. I got it for $10 at the dollar store. Yeah. Well, yeah, Christy, your 1032 gig uh, SD card will work in a good camera, and you can buy um, something a little less for your dash cam probably. I mean, unless it's 1080, they're usually close to 720. And yeah, yeah, 10's good, but my 4 works in my dash cam at 720 just fine. Dave, they have GoPros that you can buy with a bundle, that you can get the chest or the headgear to hold that, and they're typically I mean, Dave with News Now Houston News uses a GoPro 2 that he got for under $100. I think he told me it was $60 for the chest harness and the GoPro. You know, and I couldn't swear to that, but I think that's what he said. But so yeah, there's deals out there. You don't have to have the latest and greatest. Like, you don't have to have one that says, um, you know, GoPro record, like Junkyard News. I think that's a GoPro 6, 5 or 6, and he can just tell it to record. You don't have to have that. So did anybody check out the little 2.5 minute video I just dropped? Alan on the spot. That's cool. Yeah. Didn't see it in my sub fees. One of those guys. What are you talking about? Ah, okay. Well, let me see if I got it. Nope. I don't typically get notifications to my own drops. Hey, that one girl. So, those of you just joining, I just dropped a little sniblet of a video of what one person had to comment on about if he were to file a complaint on an officer in San Jacinto County. And he said he would be intimidated by the amount of information they're collecting. And he probably wouldn't. His girlfriend was in the store. She came out. I don't know if it's a girlfriend or not, but anyway, the driver came out and she was interested in what I was doing. Well, hey, I can kill my live stream and go back live again in like, what, 2.5 minutes? Oh, one of those guys. Oh, not San Jacinto. Yeah, San Jacinto. San Jacinto County is in Texas. It is the second poorest county in the state. And according to the sheriff of the poorest county in the state makes damn near twice what he does per year. Now, there's a little thing they got going here in San Jacinto County where they believe they have to silence all their radio communications and encrypt it, and you can't hear it over the scanner. And I have no idea how much they spent on that, but he complains about not being able to hold good officers because he can't pay them enough. Well, if you hadn't spent so much on your radio communications hiding those, then maybe you could pay your officers. And that's one of my little pet peeves about this department, is that they are hiding their radio transmissions. I agree that there are certain things that should be hidden if they're doing a sting, but just regular everyday traffic stops and stuff, they don't need to hide all that. They spend a hell of a lot of money. Tens of thousands, I'll bet you. In fact, I plan to do a public records request to find out how much that cost. Well, PNP, yeah, when the local sheriff will not give out a complaint form unless you show ID, yeah, that's automatically probably a complaint to the Attorney General's office to have them investigate that. I'm still working to get these guys in compliance. They still have their non-compliant complaint forms behind glass, and you have to ask for one. But they don't necessarily force you to talk to an officer in order to get one. But since they didn't have any when I first started asking, they had to call the sergeant. And he went out and pulled up some shit from 2001 and 2013 and brought me 2 different forms. Yeah, this camera right here will not get it. I can go get them and show you guys. I mean, they're right in there in the white knight right over there. Do you want to see them? You want to try and see them? I'll go get them if you want me to go get them. I'll have to switch to my back-facing camera for better, but I'm still not sure it's good enough. Yeah. Yeah, Dave, you also notice that when I was talking to them about it being scrambled, they still came up with the same old scenario that, I mean, hey, it is backwoods around here, all right? We're in the forest. We're in the national forest. And there is a concern. I will grant that. There is a concern that some people may target them if they find out they're going to go raid a family member. All right. But if you're doing a raid, hide those radio transmissions. You've already paid for it. But the rest of the stuff, the regular, the traffic stops, the this, that, and the other that go on in the police department, they don't have to hide all of that. It's not necessary. And that also inhibits my ability to do any cop watch. I'd like to get out and do cop watch. The last time I did one, the guy got let off. I mean, he had a busted headlight. He got let off because I was filming him. Hey, what's up, Joshua? Jojo. Yeah, all of it should be public, but yeah, there are some things that they really want to hide. And, you know, for their safety, they probably should. I'll give him that on some things. Not everything. Not everything. You don't have to hide everything. Yeah, if more people would get out there, Dave, with cameras, you know, they say you see something, say something. Well, you see a cop, film something. All right, that one girl. Love you back. Yeah, they are scared, Jojo. They are really scared, and I don't know why. I'd really like to put a fly on the wall inside the property room and find out who's pilfering all the crap. All the things that get seized from civil asset forfeiture end up disappearing. I mean, it's bad enough you only get half of what they seize back, but half of that is stolen. So you only get a quarter of it back. Well, it's time everybody starts speaking up against civil asset forfeiture, especially at the county level. I mean, it's one thing if you're a international crime lord or whatever, or you're involved with those people, ISIS, whoever, and they can seize your assets, or you're a drug dealer. Okay, like Jeff Sessions says, you know, I mean, Jeff Sessions is a fucking idiot. I used to like him, but when I found out he was prosecuting people for civil asset forfeiture for getting busted with a couple of joints or whatever, it's like that's bullshit. You can't seize somebody's computers, their house, their vehicles just because they smoke some pot. PNP you have for years what? Christie? Yeah. Amen. Well, I guess that was an amen. The war on drugs never actually existed. That was a war on paper. That was a legislative war. They just wanted to designate more money to law enforcement to do nothing. Absolutely freaking nothing. They have not made any impact as of yet. Yeah. What law was it, PNP, that they actually passed here in Texas about civil asset forfeiture? Is it? I totally missed that. Yeah, maybe I came on board a little late, or maybe I just missed the news. Yeah, good luck if they try and raid your place, Jojo. But hey, you know what? If they're going to raid your place, they're going to do it no matter how many bullets you fire. All right, Joshua, since you're signing out, did you just watch the little teaser I dropped? I assume you're subscribed since you ended up on my live stream. Yeah, the national. Yeah, well, okay, we got a county judge election going on here, and I intend on interviewing the not the incumbent, but the guy who wants to come in. Says he's conservative, and I want to find out if he supports the civil asset forfeiture as a judge, because I'm not sure if it's the county judge that does it. As far as I know, they have to reach above and beyond the county judge. Even at this level, at the county level, they have to get some cooperation from the FBI. If anybody knows anything more about that, hey, Jester Allen, welcome to my live stream, bro. Yeah, I just dropped a video, Joshua. I just dropped a video about the complaint form audit here in San Jacinto County. They've given me various forms. None of them comply with the complaint form, and the full story will be to follow. Hopefully pretty soon, but I'm waiting for them to get in compliance. I've been on their ass for 6 weeks. I've been polite about it. Maybe that's my problem. I'm just too damn polite about it. But the guy who's the liaison, Chief Todd, he's a reserve deputy. Chief Todd, Chief Schulte is no longer around. Now, I don't possibly have anything to do with that. But now they got Chief Todd. And let me see. What is it? Chief Dan Todd. All right, so he's been working with me on the complaint audit and seems to be the one in charge of that. And I think he might be getting a little tired of me. Thinks I'm a joke. Something like that. Yeah. Every 4 or 5 days, I'm back in his face, trying to get him compliant. No, yeah. Chief Schulte was the one at the crime scene. Chief Todd is, oh, he's a little more of a good old boy and got a lot nicer mannerism. Yeah, yeah. Chief Schulte disappeared slightly after the crime scene video. Like I say, I can't claim credit for that, but I think he overspoke his ass limit, and the sheriff put a gag on that ass. Maybe not a nice way to put it, but that's one way to put it. Yeah, thank you, Christy. Well, you know what? If Chief Schulte's gone, I really don't need to do anything with him. He's gone. Uh, One thing I do want to do is next time that shit tries to happen where they try and run me off for not having a press pass, I do have a press pass. So, and the sheriff does not issue press passes. I interviewed the sheriff about that, and he said, I don't know what the hell Chief Schulte's talking about. We've never issued press passes. And basically saying he's full of shit. Now, that may have had something to do with his disappearing. He did work for a PIO capacity for the sheriff's department for about a month, and then next thing I know, he no longer shows up. So I think he's gone. Maybe he absconded with several silver and gold bars from the property room as well. Who knows? Could have been any number of people. Like I say, I'd like to put a fly on the wall in the property room, find out who has access. I'll never get a straight answer for just asking. But yeah, if you ever had your crap seized by San Jacinto County under civil asset forfeiture, not only do you not get half of it back, a quarter of it's stolen, so that you only get a quarter of your shit back. And you can't get it back in front of the court. Once the court makes their ruling and they say, okay, you can have your shit back, and then they say, well, we don't know what happened to it. Hey, Christy, the forms that I have, they ask you for way more information. In fact, give me 45 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, the very first I have here in my nicotine stained fingers a Cleveland Police Department complaint form. They title it a sworn affidavit. Let me see. Let me unplug the charger. Everybody still hear me all right? I had to unplug my speakers. We'll switch this around. Let's go this way. Oh, no, I can't do that. All right, so I've got to do it this way. I'm going to kill your comments for a minute. All right, so hello, focus. Cleveland Police Department. All right, before me, the undersigned authority appeared, who, after being duly sworn on his or her oath, disposes and says, my full name is, I am however many years of age, my date of birth is, I currently reside at, state zip code, my home number is, my work number is, I can also be contacted at another number, pager, cell, etc. My driver's license number or official identification number is, and my social security number is, and then there's the government code for committing perjury on a sworn statement. Pages 1 of 6. I got one page. It's totally blank on the back. That's from my Cleveland video. I had to go back and do that. I did a Cleveland audit. Okay. So now comes the chapter of the San Jacinto County Sheriff's Department. All right, get a load of this. In the name and by authority of the state of Texas, before me personally appeared the undersigned peace officer employed as a deputy by San Jacinto County Sheriff's Department, who on oath stated blank deputy's name. I have reason to believe blank defendant. This is totally the opposite of a complaint audit. What the hell is happening with the lighting? All right. So the said defendant committed the offense of on the day of. Yeah, this is totally opposite. Okay, here's the offenses that a person committed that an officer is going to swear to. This is what they gave me for a complaint form. They gave me an officer's complaint form against an individual, or maybe somebody swearing in front of an officer that some other person committed these offenses of speeding, failure to control speed, unsafe speed, no license, blah 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 blah. It's it's ridiculous. All right, and it has to be notarized and sworn before an officer. All right, week or two later. Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, I got this at the same time I got that. It's a voluntary statement. Name, date of birth, age, address, city, state, race, sex, social security number. What do they need to know all this stuff for? If you're making a complaint, home phone, cell, employer, really? They're going to come to your work and harass you? And your employer's number. Great. And then another statement saying you're going to commit perjury if you lie. All right. Signature of person making complaint. Driver's license or ID number. Officer signature. Badge number. All right. And page 1 of. Back is blank. They give you plenty of room. Sorry for the moray. Let's see if we can get it to focus. They give you plenty of room. All right. So they do the page 1 of, in case you have to attach additional pages. Now, here's the most latest thing they've come up with. This is what they said is a complaint form. All right. Do you recognize this? No, I've never seen anything like it. Okay. Location of incident, date, was an arrest made? If yes, fill in this section. Name of person, phone number, address of person arrested, complainant's relationship to person arrested. That's still not a complaint form. It's just gathering more information so they can investigate you. All right, what do we got down here at the bottom? Complainant signature. All right, so they packaged this with, and it's another voluntary statement with the same information, employer, social security number, driver's license number, work, threat of arrest if you falsify. This is what they have for a complaint form. All right, that's the end. I'm going to turn the comments back on. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. Now, if you made comments in the last 5 minutes, you're probably going to have to type them again. And Dave's first write-in saying, yep, I'm dealing with bona fide idiots. Really? Okay. I really hate that if you start a live stream in one format, you can't switch. Oh, I didn't delete any comments. What are you talking about? Did I delete a message? Man, I was trying to turn my phone. Dave, I'm sorry if I did accidentally. I have no idea. Make it again. Hey, Jester. Take it easy, man. Nobody knows who you are. Yeah, right? Don't you see how they're not compliant? I mean, I even went to the AG's website, printed up a complaint form, printed it out, took it to them, and told them all they have to do is replace the letterhead. Change the letterhead to San Jacinto County from Attorney General Ken Paxton, and you will be compliant. That was a week and a half ago. They still haven't done anything about it. Now, has Chief Todd dropped the ball? Well, maybe some of you want to ask. All right, his cell phone number is 281 281 622 0990. His email is dan.todd with 2 D's at co.san-jacinto.tx.us and ask him why he hasn't gotten AG compliant complaint forms. Yeah. He's probably not going to be up right now, but I did run into him at the store one night about this time, and he was on duty. So I'll give you his cell number once again. It is 281 622 0990. And that is Chief Todd with the San Jacinto County Sheriff's Office. It's time to light a fire into their ass. My phone's doing strange stuff. Come on now. Oh, there we go. Did it again. I'm trying to scroll down in the comments, and it keeps wanting me to report an action. Hey, Dave, I'm not that good, but you know what? I'm learning, and I'm getting better. And you know what? All it takes is to step out there and start performing these actions and becoming an activist, and you start learning, and you start getting better. I don't think there's anybody out there that can contradict that, unless they had some sort of schooling that they're going to try and tell us we're all a bunch of idiots for not knowing how to do this. I, for one, am not an idiot. I just don't know the process. And as I learn, I'm showing you guys. Yeah, yeah, right. If they could charge you to submit a complaint against an officer, boy, they would be making some money. They wouldn't need to do civil asset forfeiture then, would they? Where are you at, Dave Blakeney? Thanks, Desert Sentinel. Hey, I like your videos too. I think you spend a lot of time with your kitty, but I appreciate you for rescuing that kitty. Yeah, I got a rescue kitty myself. Somebody got displaced before the hurricane and dumped their kitty on me, and well, he is like Gumby, damn it. You can do anything you want to with him. He's cool as a cucumber. Enough about kitties. In fact, you may want to produce a kitty video after we get done with this live stream. Still, nobody said that they found that my video got uploaded. My latest one that I just dropped 30 minutes ago. It's a man on the street. I asked somebody if they were comfortable with submitting a complaint against an officer in this county, given the forms that they would be handed. They essentially said no. Oh, Mississippi. Oh, dear Lord. Well, good luck in Mississippi. You're going to need backup. Unless you do kind of like I did. Start getting chummy with the locals. Break them into the camera. Let them know that what you're doing is constitutionally protected. Get them warmed up to the idea. Have a few conversations with them. And then they may start to accept you on their scenes. The cops now allow me on their scenes, but the first responders are a whole other story. I'm still working on those guys. Just when I thought I had it worked out, the chief of the local volunteer fire department made a comment on somebody's personal Facebook page that it was his worst nightmare to have a camera show up on his scene. Something to that effect. Not verbatim. But yeah, you could tell he was dismayed and he did not like it. And the last time I spoke to him face to face, he basically placated me. There's something wrong with this live stream, folks. I keep getting this actions thing saying report, remove, put user in timeout, or hide user on this channel. I'm trying to get down to the bottom of the comments, and every time I try and do it, I get this action screen. Oh, we're down to 4. We got 7 likes. How long has this been going? It's been going almost an hour. It's time to say goodnight, folks. Go watch my video. Hit me up in the comments. I will comment with you on the comments on the video I just dropped. In fact, I need to go check the status of it. Now I'm back in the actions menu. Okay. Yeah, I will hit you up in the comments section of the video I just dropped a half hour ago, or maybe an hour ago, I'm not sure. It was close to an hour ago, actually, because I had only been on 5 minutes when I dropped that video. All right, guys. Yeah, stay tuned. I will have an update on this. I don't know if I'm going to do an audit this weekend or not. I think I might have a line on something I can do on Saturday, Sunday, but it's looking like it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before I actually get out and do my next audit. So, peace out, y'all. Concerned citizens, sig out. It won't even let me end the video. How about that?